Here are 5 big beginner investor mistakes that will lead you to poverty if you make them this year. Let me ask you something. Why is it that the hardest working people are still the most financially stuck? You just gotta do it scared. You have to avoid these 5 beginner investor mistakes. You've worked way too hard. You've sacrificed your time, your resources to be where you are today. You've got the degrees, you put in the hours, you built the skill set, and somewhere in the back of your mind, I know you know that you deserve more than where you are right now financially. So why do the hardest working people tend to be the most financially stuck? I'll tell you. You're playing the wrong game. You're on the wrong side of the equation, baby. And nobody taught you the rules of this game. By the way, if you're trying to figure out this investing thing the right way, long-term, boring, yeah, but successful, join my live investing masterclass this and every Thursday, 8 p.m. EST. You just gotta sign up. I'll put the link in the description. But watch this first. Here's mistake number 1. You want the rocket ship before you understand the engine. And I get it because I was there. I've been there. When you work so hard and you're operating from survival mode, it's really easy to think, what if I could take this hard-earned money, a few $1,000s, and I could flip it into $500,000. I could flip it into 50,000. I could flip it into 100,000. And then guess what? It just so magically happens and opportunity comes your way. That is presented to you and it aligns with that exact delusion. Yes, delusion, honey, because you're about to lose your money. See, the desire for more is not wrong. That desire is valid. The problem is what most people do with it. Because here's the thing that I've come to realize, that maybe some people might not say it out loud, but everything works. Everything works. I mean that. Everything works. You think the scammer didn't work? They might have just got caught. But before they got caught, they made money. Okay, they got your money, didn't they? Because they got my money at one time too. You see, I didn't understand how investing truly worked back then. I remember watching a documentary once and I was floored. Do you know they recruit other scammers and they have to train them? That means there are junior level scammers and there are senior level scammers making more money. But here's what I want you to get. Even that takes time to build. And the consequences are not even worth it. So yes, everything works. But everything also has a price. And the people chasing the rocket ship always find out what that price is way too late. Because you never align your expectation with your education. You would be surprised the number of DMs that I receive about people putting in 1,000, 5,000, even 10,000, thinking that it was going to turn into $100,000 in 90 days, thinking that they could just up and trade and be able to flip that into $500,000. And now it's gone. And now they're starting over. When your desire for speed replaces your commitment to understanding, you risk the harvest that you've already worked for. Here's what I want you to understand instead. The stock market, index funds, ETFs, has been building wealth consistently for decades before you and I were even born. It will be there for our children's children. There are different ways to invest in the stock market. Come closer. To be successful long term, it's less about trying to beat the system or find the quickest stock that's going to transform your life overnight, and more about the time you spend investing consistently in the right buckets. That's it. That's the whole secret they never taught you. Here's mistake number 2. You're waiting for the right time. Oh, I get this one all the time. Maybe you heard the market is high right now and you should wait for it to drop. Maybe you're watching the news, elections, tariffs, all the noise. You're seeing all the major uncertainty and you're thinking, let me just see how this plays out first. But here's the thing. I also understand that logic. It's like caution. It almost like feels like wisdom, right? But here's what waiting actually is. It's a decision, and that decision has a cost. Because here's the piece of the equation most people leave out. Time. Time is the single most important variable in investing. Not timing, not the perfect entry point, not waiting until things settle. Time in the market. And this is where everything works becomes dangerous, because you can wait and wait and wait, and the market will always give you a reason to keep waiting. There will always be something. A crash is coming, an election, a trade war, uncertainty. That is the permanent condition of markets. There's no moment when everything feels safe and clear and obvious. That moment does not exist. Are you hearing me? What does exist, however, is the person who started anyway, who put in $200 every month into a simple broad market ETF and didn't look at the news every morning, who let time do what time does. That person's money is growing right now while you're still sitting there waiting, watching. The market has recovered from everything it has ever faced. Everything. And it will keep doing that long after this current season of uncertainty and dismay actually passes. You're not waiting for safety. You're waiting for a feeling that is never coming. And And every month you wait is a month of compounding you cannot get back.
If you want to understand exactly how to get started, even when it feels scary, I got you. That's what we do together every Thursday, 8 p.m. EST. I go live in my investing masterclass. Come with your questions. Links in the description. Keep watching.
Mistake number 3. You're invested in things you cannot explain. This one is quiet. This one kind of sneaks up on you because it feels like you're doing the right thing. Maybe someone sat across from you and they walked you through this product. It had a lot of words, a lot of charts, something about growth here and projection there and tax advantage this and whole life index and universal and so much. And you nodded. Yeah, that sounds good. This other person even does it. And it sounds smart because they seem confident because you didn't want to seem like you didn't understand.
But if I asked you to explain to me in just plain simple words what it is that you are investing in, would you be able to do that? So if the answer is no, then there's a problem. Because here's what most of these complicated products have in common. Underneath all of the structure, the layers, the fees, they are investing in the market.
The same market you could access yourself directly with full visibility without something else taking a cut of your growth every single year.
Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you don't need insurance. You do, but most people need just basic term life insurance.
Straightforward coverage for a set period, and then you need to invest the difference yourself, where you can actually see it grow, not buried inside a product so complicated that even the person who sold it to you struggles to explain the fee structure. If you cannot explain it, you should not be in it. This will save you from years of paying fees on growth you never actually see.
So mistake number 4, you just keep hoppity hop hop. Hopping. You started something, you were excited, you were committed, and then it got hard or slow or uncomfortable, and so you just moved on. So then you see something else online and somebody talking about it. It sounds shiny, like, ooh, let me go do it. Then you hop on it. As a matter of fact, I'm very guilty of this.
My OGs know I had a channel way back when, still talking about business and empowerment. Now imagine what the outcome would be if I kept at it. But here's what I learned, and this goes back to everything works. We don't give things the right due respect of time. So you might be investing, but you come across a video or chat and they're hyping up something to invest in, and then you go ahead and sell an investment to buy another, or you sell your investment after a few months because the market dipped or it wasn't moving fast enough, or someone showed you something, shinier. Think about a tree. When I started investing and eventually pulled profits to go into real estate, I didn't uproot the whole tree. I just skimmed the top, plucked some fruits. The roots still in the ground, still growing. And because I didn't pull everything out and go on vacation with it, because I put those profits back to work in real estate, now I have 2 things growing at the same time. That only happens if you stay in long enough for roots to form. And time passes so quickly. I'm so young and I've been able to use the profits of my investment portfolio. Yet these last couple of years, the market has done so well. It's grown like crazy. But guess what? The market will drop. And guess what? I have a clear strategy on how I'm going to stay in the game. The people who build real wealth are not the ones who found the best strategy. They're the ones who found a good strategy and did not abandon it. Consistency is how wealth compounds.
We chat more about this on the Thursday Live Masterclass. How to build a portfolio you can actually stay in without panicking every time the market moves. 8 p.m. EST. I'm going live. I'll put the link in the description.
Here's mistake number 5, and this is a big one. You don't know what your money is actually building towards. I'm big on vision, okay? Write it down. Maybe you're in healthcare, you've toiled, you got the degree, you've been bedside for years, and somewhere deep down there's a vision, right? A private practice, let's say, or a wellness center, something that is fully yours. But you look at the gap between where you are and where that dream lives, and it feels impossible. So you keep working the job, keep waiting for the right moment, keep wondering how people actually make that leap. Or maybe you're not in healthcare. Maybe you're an attorney, a teacher, an engineer, a parent, just trying to build something your kids can stand on. You've got a dream so specific, you haven't even said it out loud yet because the gap feels too wide.
Here's what I need you to understand. Investing is not just about retirement. It's not just about some number in a brokerage account. It's about building the foundation that makes the dream fundable.
Let me tell you about a season in my life where I would walk to McDonald's. Yes, our local McDonald's back then. I didn't have Wi-Fi at home, so I had to walk to our local McDonald's to be able to access Wi-Fi and figure out how I was going to break into corporate.
Fast forward, I now have the knowledge to invest properly. Oh, then I'm running with it.
Because now I can build just like my counterparts. So I have options for myself and my family to come. So yeah, don't play with your money.
I might joke around and be like, you don't like your money. But seriously, don't play with your money. Investing the right way, even in just 2 to 5 years, can completely change your life.
Because that same young girl who walked to go get Wi-Fi to apply for jobs now had an investment portfolio she took to a bank, and the bank said, say less, here's $1 million loan. What would you build with that? That is what I want for you. Not just a portfolio, a foundation, options, so that when you are ready to build the practice, open the retreat, buy the building, start the thing, you have a solid foundation. Imagine if I spent those years hopping between schemes, chasing rockets, waiting for the perfect time. I'd still be waiting. Instead, I built up my skills, got a high-paying job, invested in a solid ETF portfolio, and did it over and over and over until I had options I could not ignore. That is the whole game. So here's what you actually do. Figure out what your starting investment amount actually is. I call it your SIP, your starting investment power. It factors your income, your risk tolerance, and calculates a number that is realistic for your actual life. Your number that you can actually commit to without blowing up your budget. We go through that together, by the way, in detail on Thursday in the live investing masterclass. Just think about what you can invest in your portfolio consistently without creating a crisis. Even if it is small, start somewhere. Just start. Then open a brokerage account. You can do that with Fidelity, with Vanguard, with Charles, I'm almost saying Mr. Charlie Schwab. I like the old school brokerages because they've been around, they're not going anywhere. Then you choose ETFs, okay? ETFs that fit your goals. We do that together on Thursday. Then you automate it. Set it to move on payday before you can even think about it. Because this cannot be a motivation game. Motivation comes and goes. A system just runs. And when the market goes down, because it will, I promise you it will, you need to already have a plan before that happens. Because the worst financial decisions get made in a panic. We talk about that exact thing on the live investing masterclass. So you definitely want to be there. You don't want to miss it. But the number one thing, don't sell at a loss just because it feels scary. If you're selling at a loss, that means you didn't even understand the fundamental and what it is you were investing in the first place. That is how you turn a temporary dip into a major loss. And connect to investing to an actual vision. Know what you're building towards, because when you can see the destination, the discipline becomes a lot more easier to maintain. Here's the thing, you've already proven you can work hard. That was never the question. The question is whether your money is working as hard as you are.
The 5 mistakes I walked you through today: chasing speed, waiting for the perfect timing, investing in things you cannot explain, hopping instead of holding, and then losing sight of what you are actually building towards, they all stem from the same root. Nobody told you the rules, so you've been playing the wrong game. But now you know. I'll see you on Thursday, and remember, you just gotta do it scared. You just